Hi, I'm B.Marriott. Welcome to my EDU 709 Creating Project online presentation. The topic I chose for use for my project was concept mapping. I began my research searching for new ways to use mind mapping in our dental hygiene program. As my research expanded, I questioned if mind mapping was the technological innovation I was looking for. During my research of mind mapping, I came across concept mapping. Then the big decision came across: concept mapping versus mind mapping. Well, concept mapping won. Concept mapping can be used by students to link concepts that describe the connections or relationships between the boxes, use more than one main focus or central idea, and can be used as an assessment tool. Here's an example from Inspiration 9 using a concept map to show relationships among vertebrae. You can see where the lines are connected by text that states the relationships between the boxes or pictures. And you can go into as much detail as you like with one or more central ideas. You can even see the little box in the middle that says amphibians. You can put more detail in there and the students can click on that. So it really does have a lot more detail. Mind mapping only allows for one main focus or central idea. It does not allow for the connection or relationships between the boxes to be visualized in text, only with arrows between the boxes or images. Here's an example of a mind map from Inspiration. This mind map had one main focus and no text between the boxes to state the connections or relationships with the boxes or images. My rationale? Well, concept mapping and need. I needed my students to understand complex concepts and their relationships, as well as be able to assess what the students already know, have learned, and what they need for remediation purposes. Concept mapping allows for a deeper level of learning, in that it has the capabilities of connecting multiple concepts together and showing relationships within as well as outward. Concept mapping won. For my final project, I chose to use concept mapping using the software Inspiration 9 in conjunction with the Internet and Wiki to create two innovative lessons on, number 1, understanding the regions of the face and neck and associated structures, and number 2, understanding the divisions of the oral cavity and the surface landmarks associated within each part. First, I set up my class wiki and I posted the first assignment on the class wiki concept map page. I then organized my first lesson and planned my wiki workshop. The students had created their student wiki during orientation week, and I wanted to review the wiki in the wiki workshop. The wiki workshop will review what a wiki is, how to navigate it, and how to post and retrieve assignments from it. I will review Chapter 1 and the assignment. Then, I will invite the students to join the class wiki. I will instruct the students to check the class wiki concept map page for their first assignment. This lesson involves using concept mapping to familiarize students with the surface anatomy of the face and neck. So in this lesson, the students will be instructed to, number 1, have set up their student wiki during orientation, have read Chapter 1 before the first lecture, attend Lecture 1 in the wiki workshop, join their class wiki, assess the assignment on the class wiki, and choose and download the concept map software they choose from the two mentioned in Lecture 1. Now, there's many concept map software out there. I gave them two choices to keep it simple. I gave them a choice between inspiration or MindJet. The student needs to review the tutorial of their chosen software, create their concept map, and then copy and paste their concept map in the class wiki on the concept map page with their name and date. They also need to copy and paste their concept map in their student wiki on the concept map page. This way they can review it whenever they need to. The students also need to review the concept maps of two of their classmates and post a response to them on the class wiki discussion board page. And finally, the students need to respond to any questions directed to them on the class wiki discussion board page from other classmates or myself. I will review the concept maps and assess them for accuracy and remediation purposes. And the concept maps are available 24/7 for review. Project advantages? Well, it's simple and free to use, at least for 30 days. It increases motivation, definitely creates a deeper level of cognitive thought, and is more engaging. Allows for visualization of the concepts, is accessible 24/7, and can be saved for review. And this is especially important around national and state board time when everything gets hairy and you can go back and review it whenever you want to. Some more advantages include the fact that concept maps can be used for assessment and remediation purposes. It increases computer skills, supports individual learning and ownership of work, and increases knowledge base by collaboration and sharing of information. There are some downsides. The project disadvantages may increase class time by students not understanding how to create or navigate a wiki, or the fact that not everyone may have access to a computer with internet when not at school. And teachers and students may feel threatened using new technology. In our dental hygiene program, we have a blended class. We have quite an age difference among students. We have the digital natives and the digital immigrants. And that does pose a problem. Lesson 2 involves using concept maps to understand the divisions of the oral cavity and associated structures or landmarks, surface landmarks. And for this lesson, I will create a fill-in-the-blank concept map with vocabulary list using inspiration. And I will copy and paste the concept map to the class wiki concept map page as an assignment for lesson 2. I wanted to use concept maps a little different, so I thought I'd tweak it up a bit with a fill-in-the-blank. For this lesson, the student's going to read Chapter 2 before the lecture, assess the concept map assignment for Lesson 2 from the class wiki concept map page, follow directions given with the assignments to complete the concept map with the words chosen from the given vocabulary list. The student will then copy and paste their completed concept map onto the concept map page of the class wiki and student wiki with their name and date. They will review 2 concept maps of their classmates on the class wiki concept map page and post comments to 2 concept maps of classmates on the class wiki discussion board page. Then the student will answer any questions directed to the student on the class wiki discussion board page from other classmates or myself. Project advantages, there's quite a few for this lesson. First, information can be applied in an organized visual fashion. It definitely increases student engagement and motivation. It increases deeper learning and memory. It's fun, easy to use. It's free for the student, but as I said before, free for 30 days for the teacher. But since the teacher is the one that is constructing the concept map with the fill-in-the-blanks, the student doesn't have to worry about a cost on this. It increases the computer skills, increases overall knowledge, and allows for assessment and direction of correcting misinformation. The downsides may include the fact that paper and pencil may be just as effective. It may take more class time for students unsure of technology or content of the material. All students may not have access to a computer or internet when they're not in school. Cost for teachers for software after 30-day free trial. And there may be some anxiety among teachers and students not familiar with the technology of concept mapping and wiki. Effective instructional strategies. Well, both lessons are interactive and visual in nature. Both lessons can be used in a group or individually. Software is free or after 30 days with a fee. There's an easy learning curve with the software. Peer review and discussion equals increased sharing and knowledge, so you can't go wrong there. And it also develops organizational skills, computer skills, independent learners, and ownership of work. Transferability to other teachers, subject content, and different school settings is great. Concept mapping can be used at all grade levels, but it seems to work better for grades 6 through adult due to the cognitive levels needed to understand concepts. It can be as simple or complex as needed, and both software I chose for the lessons can be used easily and free for 30 days. Concept mapping can be adapted to any teacher, subject content, and different school settings easily, and limitless creativity. Concept mapping equals a great innovative use of technology. I've included several references for you to learn more about concept mapping and mind mapping. Feel free to browse through these. It's about 4 pages. I have all kinds from journal articles to web articles to blogs, anything you can think of in there. Little something for everybody. So take a look through there. I learned quite a bit on this assignment. And finally, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. The end.